Yeah, I guess it's kind of cool having brain damage because it's really opened my mind to a lot of different things, and I'm not talking just political shit. I mean a lot of stuff, and it really makes it allows people it allows people who may not agree with whatever you're saying and how you're feeling to be like, yo, he had an accident. Oh, he's crazy. All right, so crazy, but anyway, you know, it's just the things you educate yourself on. You know, I can't speak for anybody but myself. But I mean, I noticed that with this TBI, um, I go into these manic states every now and then where I just try and this looks crooked. Where it just um, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, check this out. This is I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. But you know, I'm just I I I don't know if there's some kind of awakening. I don't know if there's some kind. I don't know what the hell is going on, and I don't know why. Like some of these fucking things are so interesting to me. So now they're so important to me. I mean, some things I get because comes a point. Comes a point in a person's life where you got to stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about your children's future and hopefully grandchildren, whatever, But listen. 1974, there was a world summit in Egypt. There were over 160 nations that showed up, and then you know they were there to talk about the overpopulation of the planet Earth. I mean, they said by 2030 the world will be unsustainable. There's not enough resources, and that's kind of true. But you know, let's let's see, because they started throwing around ideas and stuff, and this first one I didn't really look into much because I didn't look into it much. That's the only reason. 20 years ago, the spike in the sodium fluoride increase, the spike in sodium fluoride in drinking water in a lot of these major so to speak, democratic cities, um, and overexposure to sodium fluoride. I mean, sodium fluoride. You can do the research there. I mean, that's bad. They said by 2017 and by 2018, um, there should be a man-made virus that's released into the world. And okay, when was COVID-19? Anyway, listen. Um, that's kind of crazy. You know, again, the next one, I heard something about this a couple of years ago, and then for some reason I stopped. But chemtrails, like all these military planes, the chemtrails, or these agricultural planes, or whatever the fuck they are. You see them in the air, the chemical trail. But since since the 50s, that they said men's fertility rating has dropped 50% since these chemtrails have since they started talking about these ways to combat overpopulation. Men's fertility has dropped 50% in the world. Um, Now here's one I never heard of, and this one is like the most bizarre. And if you've been watching these Hollywood shows and these Hollywood movies about all these clandestine organizations, these evil fucking cabals and shit, and Hollywood is you know, they all hold hands. So how much, how much fiction is really fact? You know, yeah. This is just 1997. There was something called the Phoenix Lights. Hundreds of feet wide, I think. But it was witnessed by thousands of people about, these lights that just hovered. And it looked like something that was so solid that you could just grab it, then the lights go out. And it was gone, right? So it's, it was reported and whatnot. And then in 1986, Colorado had this program called Project Skybeam that, this was the first that it was talked about. It was started in 1986, and 1987 was when the Phoenix Light thing happened. But the Skybeam project was a project that was started in the 50s, and who knows? Probably got their ideas from War of the Worlds and some crazy shit. But it's like world level holographic images that the technology was started in the 50s. You can't imagine how advanced it would be by 97. But anyway, being that the U.S. should be the innovators of the world in everything, but I don't know, we're not for some reason. But anyway, this project, Skybeam, the ability to put any kind of hologram into the sky that just makes you, I really do have big nipples, man. It's gross. So it's just bugged out. You really think it's there. And if it's thousands of feet in the air, you'll never know how fake it is. However, but if they're saying something and this was something said 50 years ago, where things are little by little being implemented. The last one's the scariest that was said 50 years ago. And you can only think about whatever theories are out there, but if you've heard about 5G, being able to create enough waves to interfere with the ionosphere, I think it is. I don't know, but these 5G towers it's a technology that's been pushed, and it's said that it's more for weather manipulation and the pushing this global warming agenda, and I saw a fucking movie about this. This got cut off before, but Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was the weather manipulation cartoon I was thinking about. But anyway, this last thing that they reported over 50 years ago, that by 2024 there would be a world level catastrophic event, weather related. So if you think this climate change and all this other stuff, I mean, like I said, this is really some wacky off the wall shit, but very, very doable, especially with the desperate state that this left party's in.